This video will go over the basic actions when using an RTC Driver Feedback Sign without M2M communication. Working with an RTC Driver Feedback Sign without M2M communication requires the use of a third-party software program and direct connection from the computer running the software to the radar using a serial to USB cable. If you do not already have the third-party software downloaded on your machine, it can be found on our website, rtc-traffic.com. Navigate to the Downloads page as shown here, then find the Current Software Downloads section. Click on the Radar Direct Connect software link. It will open a new tab to the third-party site. On this page, find the Downloads button and the link to the latest Stats Analyzer software program. Click the Download button beside it. Once the download is complete, run the Startup Wizard. When that is finished, you should see the icon for the software on your desktop. At this time, you'll need to power up the sign if it isn't already, as shown here, and use the serial cable to connect from the DB9 port on the back of the sign to a USB port on the computer with your software. Once you're connected, open the software. At the top, click on the Connect to Radar button. A pop-up will appear. On the pop-up, click Advanced at the very top. Select Connection Preferences. Here you'll need to set up the proper preferences. Make sure the Try My Preferences First box is selected. The radar baud rate is set to 2400. The radar data bits is set to 8, and the radar parity is set to none. These settings are extremely important for successful connection. If at any point you have an unsuccessful connection, be sure to check these settings. Once confirmed, press Save. Once that pop-up closes, you can click the Connect to Radar button. If a radar is found, you'll receive a pop-up confirmation, followed by the radar details. In this box, you can find the radar ID, which will be referenced at times during troubleshooting with RTC. You are now connected to the radar and can begin other actions. Before adjusting radar settings, make sure you're connected to the radar following the steps addressed previously. To access the settings page, click on the SS400 tab. You can use the interface to adjust minimum and maximum speed as well as the violator speed limit. Other settings include whether or not to blink the strobe when a vehicle is detected over the speed limit. Once you have made the necessary changes, click Save. Some settings require a power reboot to take effect, so we recommend carefully disconnecting and reconnecting power to the radar board. To verify, we recommend reconnecting to the radar and viewing the SS400 tab to confirm that all settings have been implemented. If you are needing to replace a radar unit or want to transfer settings between radar units, first connect to the radar you'd like to copy settings from. Once connected, click on the Advanced button. Hover over Radar Configuration and click Copy Config from Radar to Local File. This will save the configuration settings to a file wherever you select. You should receive a confirmation pop-up once this is complete. If you are replacing a radar, remove power before touching any of the components. Once power has been removed, unscrew the 4 mounting screws around the radar board. Then carefully rock the radar board back and forth to release the pin connections and remove the board. Carefully place the new board in a similar manner, making sure not to bend any pins and checking both sides for solid and complete placement. Then secure the mounting screws and return power to the board. Use the same method to connect back to the radar. Click on Advanced. Hover over Radar Configuration and click Restore Config from Local File to Radar. You can then choose the file you saved earlier to paste the settings into the new radar board. Of course, you can also simply go to the SS400 tab and adjust the settings manually if you prefer. Lastly, you can manually retrieve or view collected data from within the third-party software. We recommend referencing the software documentation on the same page that you access the software download file for updated and detailed instruction. When you're connected to a radar, click on the Read Traffic Stats from Radar button. Choose file name and destination and click Save. Here you can see the process of creating a new project, which you can then import stored data files to and drag to the project name in order to view the collected data. If you'd prefer to make the project at another time, you can do so following very similar steps.